Hello. This is the plan for today. We are going to do this quest since it's timed. That fool running headfirst into the desert like that. Do something, Fado. Please, give him a hand. Apologies, the garrison in the village is limited, and since we're tied up with keeping them from causing any trouble, we can't afford to spare any strength for now. But that fool has been bending over backwards to deal with them, at least in the name of mutual interest. Well, it's not that we don't want to help, but the guards are now spread thinly across the desert on the lookout for them. Getting a team together is going to take time. How could this be? If we return to Caravan Reboot for help, it will most certainly be too late. Is someone in danger? You guys are? Just another adventurer passing by. And our best friend, Paimon. Adventurers, really? Thank the heavens. There's hope for Vinayak at last. Mrs. Adventurer, please save Vinayak. We'll make sure to reward you handsomely. First, tell me what's going on. Well, the desert has been more dangerous than before, thanks to those wretched vermin running amok. It's for the best that I fill you in on the situation before making plans. You guys are right. Sorry, I was a little anxious. Paimon's been hearing you talk about a certain them this whole time. What are they, anyway? A swarm of, Winnet? For some reason, they have recently become unusually violent, hiding in sandstorms to attack unsuspecting prey passing by. I mean, I've dealt with way bigger enemies. When you put it that way, yes, but this time there are far too many of them. It's hard to deal with them under the cover of a sandstorm, and they usually flee at the first sight of danger. Wow, that's quite the pickle you're in. It's not just our village, other passing merchants have also been affected. That's why the Academia sent Vinayak and me to deal with these unruly Winnet, I don't know. But the caravan we entrusted to deliver some components was attacked by Winnet out of the way, and everything got swept up in sandstorms. I fear they become the monster's playthings by now. I wanted to return to Caravan Reboot for help, but Vinayak, who knew that after all these years, he's still as rigid as a machine. He said something about getting his precious components back and just ran into the desert all by himself. Maybe I should just let the monsters take him. Whoa. What should we do, Etza? If we leave this matter alone, not only will that researcher be in danger, but the Winnet problem won't be resolved. Leave the rescuing to me. Thank you so much. I'm sorry that I let my temper get the better of me. I'll mark the location of the attack on the map. Please find him as soon as possible. I hope he doesn't get the harebrained idea to dive right into the horde of monsters and start picking up components. Where did he get lost? Alright, whoa, you're all the way over here. Getting in from this angle and using the terrain for cover. As long as the angle of sunlight isn't higher than, and my speed is no lower than, that still isn't it. What are you trying to figure out? A viable route to recover the components without having to face the monsters. Thanks to Winnet, all my precious components got swept up by those monsters. Whoa, who are you? When did you show up? I've been listening to you talk to yourself for a while now. Relax, we're not bad guys. Your friend sent us. Friend? Could be Shreya. No, she clearly said she wouldn't care if I was taken by monsters. Ah, I see. She sent you to get components, right? It doesn't matter if I'm taken by the monsters, but it will definitely matter if the components aren't recovered. Yeah, that sounds like something she would say. You could put it that way. Still, thanks all the same. I'm racking my brain trying to figure this out. I was this close to rushing out and just taking it one step at a time. Wrong step, and I'll get caught by the monsters. If I wasn't here, and with Shreya being such a klutz, who else would be going to take care of these machines? No wonder Shreya was so worried. This guy thinks about nothing but his mechanical components. And so let's go and get the components before he gets himself in trouble. Brave adventurer, are you ready to go collect those components? I'm ready. Excellent. In that case, I leave this matter in your hands. All right.
Come into being!
Judgment! Punishment! You can't run! Yeah!
undertaking.
Everybody stand back!
Burst forward.
Judgment! Incinerate! Rend of the flame! You can't run! Judgment! Shiver! What a nuisance! Teamwork is dreamwork! Let's light it up!
So I just realized I'm so fucking
Feel
quiet
this
right now.
ancient power.
Motion to compel! Time for your arraignment! You can't run! Punishment!
Witness my great undertaking. Live.
We go! Everybody stand back! That's gonna hurt in the morning. You can't run!
I actually really like using a Rosaria.
Judgment!
Why did I not have you on my team earlier? I really wish I had brought a bow character now.
Burst forward. Moment of birth. Coming to be.
Teamwork is dreamwork! Incinerate! Invisible evidence! Punishment! You can't run!
Live.
Everybody stand back! Motion to compel!
Oh, thank you, brave traveler. Oh, phew. It hasn't been too long and the parts are still in good condition. Just a few more adjustments. Okay, start tinkering with the machinery. Vinayak? Almost done, I'm almost done. Vinayak! Whoa, Shreya? When do you get here? When you were fiddling with the components. Didn't you say that this place was dangerous and full of monsters? Why are you even here? I'm just worried about our components. If we can't finish this assignment, even I can't return to the academia. Ha, I knew it. Look, I have everything here. Once we go back and make some more adjustments, we can finally start assembling. So what are all these components for? Ah, I forgot to tell you. They're for the Weenet Slayer cannon, our graduation project. Why such an obscure topic? If you'd applied for graduation, you'd understand why. Well, not that any of this matters now. Allow me to formally introduce myself. I am Shreya, and I'm about to graduate with a specialization in desert biology and ecology. This machine-obsessed doofus over here is a Kashara War researcher with a specialization in applied mechanics. I'm Vinayak. Thanks a lot for earlier. Can people with completely different fields of study work together? Don't get me started. Working with him on our graduation proposal was definitely the biggest mistake I've ever made as a student. You can't really say that. We both managed to graduate in the end anyway. We did, yes, but did you forget how many extra years it took? Whatever the case, we graduated, right? I heard some of our classmates just completed their thesis proposal last year. Enough. We're not students anymore, so can we just move on from these pointless discussions? You're the one who always starts it. Nonsense! When we were building the first prototype... Hey. Wow, you guys have it out for each other. How could the academia even think of sending you two together to handle this? Actually, the academia didn't send us. A person named Kunar was supposed to take care of this matter. You could call him my mentor's mentor. He was there during our thesis defense. I guess that was how he got the impression that some young students in that academia had designed a Phoenix Slayer cannon or something like that. So this time, he simply kicked the two of us back here to deal with the problem, saying that the academia needs to give youngsters more opportunities to shine. But he obviously didn't consider the fact that the two of us have barely talked to each other since graduation. He even convinced my mentor... Anyway, this is an opportunity for me to get the Weenet Slayer cannon back out in the open. Once it's assembled, we'll show those vermin what it can do. There that mechanical idiot goes again. From my point of view, I also want to investigate the cause of the Weenet rampage to maintain the ecological balance of the desert. Miss Adventurer, you look like someone of impressive skill. May I ask you to keep us safe while we're in the desert? I'll do it for the right price. Rest assured, there isn't a lot of support from the academia, but at least we're well funded. Although someone here has spent most of it on upgrading the machinery. The improvements were necessary, and since you're capable of speaking politely, can't you be a little nicer to me? That depends on whether the person I'm talking to is worthy of my patience. Oh no, here they go again. Can we start with the actual work? Sorry, it's an old habit from my academia days. This batch of components has to be brought back to Aru village for further adjustment. By all accounts, we can't start assembling until tomorrow. We had previously planned to install the Weenet Slayer cannon in nearby areas where Weenet had been spotted. When the time comes, there may be other creatures attracted by the noise we make. We'll be counting on you. Right then, see you tomorrow. We can continue our debate now, right? I'm telling you, all my expenses are justified. Fine, you asked for it. Let's go over the details and see where all that Mora went. I love those two. Wait until the next day. So why did you order customized rivets? They don't improve performance at all, do they? Riveted armor is a symbol of romance for us Kashara War researchers. You guys have been at it since yesterday? Ah, you're already here. Not exactly. We actually had the debate about funding yesterday. We were actually arguing about something else, but before I knew it, we went right back to arguing about funding. Something else. I've polished the seams of the components until they are shiny and sparkly. But Shreya's trying to abandon the plan. Abandon? I just want a temporary pause. Didn't you notice that there's something wrong with the environmental parameters? If we continue with the assembly, the charging efficiency of the device will be much lower than expected. We need to figure out what's going on in this area, eliminate all external influences, then proceed with assembly as planned. There are plenty of situations where the ideal and actual circumstances don't match. There's no need to be so fuzzy. I took the margin of error in consideration when I drafted the blueprint, so it's not a big deal at all. Besides, sometimes you have to test things out before you can figure out what the problem is. Is that why you tested experimental device number 2 until it exploded that other year? That was different. I didn't realize the need to leave room for error back then. Is there a safer way to do this? I'm thinking. Maybe we could first switch off the turret's firing function and just do a simulated experiment of its charging process? That won't do. I don't trust your judgment on this. Let's get rid of the turret ignition module and I'll safeguard it for you. You can install the other components however you please. Remove the ignition module? When the Weenet Slayer cannon will just be one big paperweight. Didn't you say we just do an experimental simulation of the charging process? At the end of the day, you're still thinking about firing that cannon. Maybe start by building the framework? Well, alright, let's think of it as a trial assembly. If only you'd have said this earlier. I expect a lot of monsters to be attracted during the installation process. When the moment comes, we'll be counting on you, adventurer. I love their bantering, honestly.
Witness my great undertaking. Burst forth.
Yeah. Let's light it up. Time for your arraignment. Judgment. Shiver. I'm going in. Yeah. Yeah. You can't run. Boom boom. Lights out.
Moments of birth. A miscalculation.
Inadmissible evidence. Teamwork is dreamwork. Motion to compel.
Come into being.
Oh my god, how are you still
Great
here?
undertaking.
Judgment. Shiver. What a nuisance. Adventure time.
Oh my god, that got both of us.
Everybody stand back. Yeah. Wrap up the flame. Boom boom. Judgment. Lights out. Yeah.
Burst forth. Feel this ancient power.
Yeah. Yeah, judgment. I'm going in. Off we go. Time for your arraignment. Shiver! You can't run. Looks like overtime today.
Live! Witness my great undertaking!
Let's light it up! Motion to compel! Teamwork is dreamwork! What a nuisance! Yeah! Lights out! Judgment! Yeah!
That was close, even though we not have come to mess up our plan. Hey, if we hadn't deactivated the ignition, we could have killed it. Now that the Wiener has escaped, it'll be at least one more day before it lets its guard down again. You're not planning to argue over the tiniest detail and let it go again tomorrow, are you? But what about the parameters? I have tested them all, and although the charging speed is a little lower than the calculated value, it does not affect use, and there are no safety risks. Shreya, I know you want to consider and analyze everything before acting, but you know, things don't always go according to plan. If you keep getting hung up over the small details, you'll miss the best opportunity to act. Remember that time our midterm thesis defense got delayed? Hesitating won't get us anywhere. Okay. Here's your ignition module. Alright, tomorrow, we'll finally be able to put the Weenet Slayer cannon into action. I like to bring that back to our village and tinker around with them a little more. We gotta make sure we're properly ready for the Weenet Slayer cannon's first ever official appearance. But why is there a deviation in the environmental parameters? What caused the Weenet to suddenly act out? You really can't just let these matters rest. Miss Adventurer, could you please come back tomorrow? By then, we should be facing the Weenet directly, and hopefully we'll have some sort of clue. You're here, Adventurer. We're just about to make necessary installations. If all goes well, we'll be able to give that monster a good lesson to remember today. During the formal charging process, there may also be monsters who try to disrupt the process. When that time comes, please keep an eye out for the charging progress and durability of the device. Leave it to me. Thank you very much, Adventurer. I've got an idea. You've been busy running around helping with the Weenet Slayer cannon. The honor of testing it for the first time should be yours. You don't want to do it yourself? I'll be happy enough to watch the shots land. Besides, to let someone else light the fire so that we can see the firing in all its glory, it speaks for itself. All you have to do is protect the charging device from the monsters and wait for the energy to fill up. Watch for the moment when the Weenet reveals its vulnerable spot and then fire at it with all you've got. The ignition and auto-correcting mechanisms will take care of the rest. Sounds impressive. That's a Paimon also wants to watch. Okay, I'll handle it. Alright, that's a deal then. Let me tell you how it works.
Punishment! Yeah! Boom boom!
Feel this ancient power.
I'm going in! Incinerate!
Ah, Come over here, come over here.
Shiver! You can't run! Inadmissible evidence! Judgment!
Coming to be.
Yeah! Judgment!
Witness my great undertaking. Live.
Teamwork is dreamwork! Yeah! Motion to compel! Yeah! Punishment! Yeah! Incinerate! You can't run! Let's light it up!
Whoa. Did you see that, Shreya? Our Arena Slayer cannon is a game changer. I wish all of the supervisors who listened to our thesis defense would come and see this. This would cure them of their antiquated views. So it really did go off without a hitch. I thought it was going to end up like experiment device number 3. Only from our failures do we learn to succeed. I'm no longer who I used to be. How many accidents happened that year? Well, anyway, this experiment was a success, and that's all that matters. Yeah, while the ball is rolling, maybe we should try it somewhere else. Eyewitnesses reports say that there are Weenut in this area numbering in the double digits at the very least. Whoa, double digits? You're not gonna pick them off one by one, are you? That would take a really long time. Huh? What's the matter? If it's the maintenance of the Weenut Slayer cannon you're concerned about, you don't have to worry. Wait. It would take a long time to repeat this process over and over again. Even if the machine doesn't break down, we will. Vinayak, not everyone can be jolted back to life after just smelling machine oil. Really? Looks like wetware performance will have to be considered next time. Anyway, let's call it a day. With data from this full run and samples collected after the battle, I am one step closer to solving this puzzle. What puzzle? Why the Weenut are being violently abnormal environmental parameters. If we can figure that out, we might be able to get to the bottom of this mess. Please give me one more day to do some research. By this time tomorrow, we should have the results. So as far as the conclusion is concerned, we've made a convincing case for using the Weenut Slayer cannon to get rid of the Weenut, right? That's different. Don't give me that told you so luck. Here we go again. Miss Adventurer, listen to me. I found out what the cause is. Did you know? The frequent activity of the Weenut underground had caused a disturbance in the elemental energy in this region. The energy, in turn, affects the behavior of the Weenut, causing them to start running amok on the surface, further exacerbating the environmental imbalance. The abnormality in the charging device's efficiency was also due to the disturbance of elemental energy in the environment. I knew the machine that I designed would never break down so easily. If you don't consider the surrounding environment, wouldn't that be a design problem? And since the cause is overactive Weenut, is the solution to just keep fighting more Weenut? So after going around in several circles, we're back to where we started. Knowing what to do and knowing why you should do it are two different things. As a researcher, you couldn't even grasp that? And that isn't even the end of it. Normally, nature sets limits on the ecology and behavior of populations to keep the environment stable. Chaotic elemental energy disrupts this balance, which makes the Venus extremely active. As long as we can find a way to return the elemental environment to its normal state, we can reduce the Venus activity. After a while, the balance should restore itself. Redirect the flow of elemental energy? But how do we do that? Well, as long as we figure out where the strongest concentration of elemental energy is, we'll be able to direct the flow of that energy with a device. We unclog the flow of energy, and nature should take care of the rest. I've already calculated the location of the node. It's somewhere around here, as for a device that can redirect the flow of energy. We already have one. You mean the Venus Layer Cannon? Precisely. The Venus Layer Cannon can channel the surrounding elemental energy before discharging it all in one go. Next, we just have to set up the Venus Layer Cannon and go through the same process as yesterday. There may also be monsters in Wena that will be drawn to the weapon during this time. Perhaps a small reduction in their numbers would help expedite the natural balance. So as far as the conclusion is concerned, we still have to use the Venus Layer Cannon to shoot all monsters, right? Don't give me that told you so luck.
Going in! Boom boom! Breath of the flame! Lights out!
Moments of birth.
Off we go! Everybody stand back! Motion to compel! Teamwork is dreamwork! Off we go! Punishment! Yeah! That's gonna hurt in the morning! Time for your arraignment! Incinerate!
Feel this ancient power.
Off we go! Judgment! We go!
Sure enough, the charging unit is running more smoothly. As you said, the elemental environment in this area is returning to normal. The activity of the affected Weenet will calm down after some time too. Yeah, thanks to your precious Weenet Slayer cannon, we can report back our success and go home. It's our precious Weenet Slayer cannon, Shreya. I never forgot that this assignment was a joint effort. We definitely had our share of disagreements, but without you, the cannon wouldn't have been a success. What's gotten into you? Is this about wanting me to put in a good word for you in my report? Well, I just suddenly feel that what we went through just now is quite similar to our experience from that other year. It wasn't always smooth sailing, but we still made it in the end. Or let's face it, in the end, your solution proved more efficient. I can't take all the credit, because you were onto something too. If you hadn't tested the Weenet Slayer cannon, I wouldn't have obtained the necessary data. To fix a machine, you may only need to replace one gear, but the true challenge is finding that gear. These words come from my mentor are beginning to make sense to me. I'm glad you're here, Shreya. I'm glad you're here too. Huh? The atmosphere between these two became so different all of a sudden. Paimon. I kind of shipped them though. When we were cooperating on our graduation project, our relationship was rather rocky because we weren't very mature. Yeah, looking back on it, it wasn't anything too serious. Well, how about meeting at the cafe for a drink sometime? We could discuss how to write the report. Oh my god, are they going on a date? Oh my god, they're cute. I don't understand. She was the one who mentioned the idea of going to the cafe to write the report. Where's Shreya? I don't want to talk about it. She's off to work on the report by herself. We were supposed to meet at the cafe yesterday, but it took her a long time to show up. She didn't even bring any pen or paper for her report. Oh my god! You're so stupid. You're so stupid. You're so stupid. You're so stupid. Dude, I'm gonna punch you in the face. I criticized her for wasting time when we should be working on the report, and then she flew into a rage. She said she'd write the report herself and made me leave. This is ridiculous, don't you think? My dude, she was trying to go out with you. Still, I'm used to her fiery temper. She'll simmer down in a couple of days. If only controlling her emotions was as simple as flipping a switch. Good luck to you. Huh? Even you're acting strange. Oh well, never mind. There are still a few affected Weena around here, though I'm sure the situation will resolve itself if I just leave it alone. But if you have time, please help prevent them from threatening passerby. By the way, the elemental environment and charging device are now back to normal. There's never been a better time to experience the Weena Slayer cannon at full power.
You can't run! Shiver! Judgment! You can't run! Lights out. Everybody stand back! Huh? We go.
That's different.
Yeah, let's light it up. Inadmissible evidence.
Witness my great undertaking. Coming to be.
You can't run. Teamwork is dreamwork. Boom boom.
Burst forward.
Nice. Okay, this is done. Sir, you are stupid as fuck. Oh my god. I can't believe this. She really asked you out on a date and you... Okay, that's it for now. Bye-bye.